The home of rock and roll, Cleveland, Ohio, and Cleveland Browns Stadium. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10. A first carry for Gus Edwards. And he's going to be dropped behind the line. Terrific push defensively. They came out of the locker room ready to go.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Davis heading in motion. Throwing now is Herbert. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long. Now he'll air one out. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. On the carry, this is Nick Chubb. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Once again, it's Chubb. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Watson going to give it to Chubb. And the Browns are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal. He'll take this down to the 10-yard line.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Here's Chubb. And a nice run. It's down to the 5-yard line. Here now, second down and goal. One more time, it's Chubb. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Nick Chubb, touchdown Cleveland. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run to begin this drive. It's Edwards. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
And we see a nice catch here by Ladd McConkey. And, Mike, what really jumps out, and I can't stress enough how rare this is for young wide receivers in the NFL fresh out of college, is just how good of a route runner he is. And it doesn't matter if he's in the slot or if he's out on the perimeter. He can run any route from any position, and that sort of versatility is going to continue to get him opportunities in this Chargers offense. And then when he has the ball in his hand, every play.
And he's into the end zone. Hayden Hurst, touchdown Chargers.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Watson now on 1st down. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They get 22 yards there. First down, Cleveland. A play fake. Now Watson to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
To throw on second down is Watson. Throw is caught by Cooper on the right side. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. Cooper for the first time in this one, and he's got a first down to go with it.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their second sack, and we're still here in the first quarter.
Third and long. Shotgun snap to Watson. That's over the middle, taken in by Cooper. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
Ridiculous. Who wants my jersey?
Fourth down, Dustin Hopkins now for the Browns field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Browns extend their lead to 10-6.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Davis going in motion. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, different than the college game, these offensive linemen, they're blocking for the run. But if that ball gets pulled, the pass option of the play, they're not allowed downfield. In the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
That is hauled in at the 5. And he'll be taken down.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Here's a designed run. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
Now a play fake. Herbert. A hit, and he has lost the football.
Nearly a disaster there, especially in this area of the field, Mike. You know these guys are reaching for the ball. That is such a priority of every defense around the league. Create turnovers, especially in the red zone. Fortunately for this guy, he gets to get back in the huddle for another crack at it, thanks to some quick thinking and good hustle from one of his own guys.
On 3rd down, they'll run, and here comes the reverse. Some extra bulk out there. They're going to roll the dice and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From his own end zone, it's Watson. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. First time these two have connected this afternoon. and it'll wind up being a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Davis to return it. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to Edwards. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
1st and 10. They'll go back to Edwards on 1st down. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. First carry for Isaiah Spiller. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
To the left side, catch made by McConkey. And he's going to have the 1st down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Pistol here for Herbert. This throw taken in by Hurst. Oh, after the catch. He's hit, and the ball is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. Well, a big play there, and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. That caught by Davis. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Herbert. This is caught at 2. And he's in. Gus Edwards. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game. Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw is Watson. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Here's a handoff to Chubb. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. They'll look to set up the screen here. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
So, Mike, at the core of a successful zone read play is that the quarterback understands which defender is he responsible for. That is the defender they're trying to put in a bind. In this case, he chooses the runner, the quarterback pulls the ball, and he's able to take off for a big gain.
On first down, it's Watson. Complete to Cooper. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Second and a yard. Play action. Watson. He's got his big tight end. David Njoku. Touchdown, Browns. Greg, they have such a knack. It's like they're on the same page. The quarterback almost feels like, well, when you were playing, you know where that guy's going to be in the end zone.
Yeah, we used to have a saying, Mike, we say we don't run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and especially against zone coverage. Down here in the red zone, the rule is if you're open, stay open. Don't run past an open zone to get covered. That's exactly what this tight end does here. Friendly target, ball on time, touchdown.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line. So we hit halftime here in Cleveland, and the Browns are in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On second down, here's Watson. To the left side, he's got Njoku.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
We'll try and run it here, and it's Chubb. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's a Browns first down.
You can see the trust they have in this running back and the offensive line. You're facing a 3-and-out. You're trying to extend this drive, turn around, hand it to the guy behind you, and let him do the rest.
On the handoff, this is Chubb. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Watson. Checking it down, this one is caught. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Now, it's Watson. He'll look underneath here for Chubb. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
Nice pickup here to the back. And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
They'll go with Chubb. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Watson. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? Now Watson. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Njoku. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Dustin Hopkins on now for the field goal. This officially a 58-yard attempt. That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. And this will stay a 3-point game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. That's to the tight end, Hurst. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now, Herbert. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Herbert. That'll be taken in by Edwards. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is what they call an angle route, and what's so hard for these linebackers is it looks like the running back is just trying to beat you to the flat. And then once you overcommit, he puts his foot down and crosses your face, and he's wide open in the middle of the field.
Again, zone read, it's Edwards. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this is a guy that you do not want to have to tackle in space. I mean, the footwork, the agility, the ability to go side to side and then still have the burst and explosiveness to pick up big yards. I mean, this guy is a handful.
On play action now, Herbert. That is caught. What a throw. Hayden Hurst. Touchdown, L.A. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Point after now from Dicker. He's got it. And the Chargers move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll send their tight end left. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
To throw on 2nd down is Watson. Now sets up a screen for Chubb. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
3rd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Watson. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. Look at him go. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
We just see each year more and more tight ends come into the league, Mike, that play according to more of like a modern style of football. And what I mean by that is, over the course of my career early on, there was a handful of guys that were downfield threats in the passing game, but they did a lot of stuff in the run game. They were really good extra pass protectors, and if you threw them the ball, they had very sure hands. But what we're seeing now is the ability to get deep and add layers into the secondary as a pass-receiving threat, and not only do damage before they catch the ball, but so many of these guys have tremendous ability after the catch.
So push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here now, second down and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. And he gets this one down inside the 10, but it will set up third and goal. For the lead, here is third and goal. Shotgun snap to Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a fourth down. Now on comes Dustin Hopkins in a pressure situation. This to get back within a field goal. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they inch a bit closer here in this fourth quarter. So it is back to a one-point game now in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That caught by Davis. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Davis heading in motion. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Now it's Dobbins. He'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 45. Second down and 8. Here's Herbert. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and They get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple-possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Glad McConkey, the one he was looking for. And that will lead to a second down. Running straight ahead with Edwards. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down. From the gun, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field. And then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll run here. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll run. And he's up past the 35. Got first down. Putting down to 37.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no... He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Off the bootleg, here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
The pressure intensifies for 4th down and 3. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. Here we go. This is 4th down. Hines. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Edwards. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. That's into the hands of Judy on the right side.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
He's got the hook up there to Cooper. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Cleveland.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
To the air again, Watson. And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Alohi Gilman.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. The last 2 runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. So it's a win for the visiting Chargers. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.